Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Okay, Rabies test we have to discuss. First of all,
Yes, sir.
let us assume that summation un, which is called the nth term, be a series of positive terms. We are discussing every time the series of positive terms and this condition. Limit n tends to infinity. Un by un plus 1 is already we have done in ratio test. What is the extra term? We have to take subtract -1 and multiplying with n. Suppose this value is L, then if L is greater than 1 converges, less than 1 diverges, and the test fail if L is equal to 1. So rabies test, we cannot start our question by directly checking these values. We have to go for ratio test only. Once the case, if the ratio test fail, we apply the rabies test. Well, in this question, I will show you how we are going to apply the rabies test. Now look at this. Summation. I want to write this entire series as a UN form. This is equal to, you see, 3 by 4 is the first term. 3 into 6 by 4 into 7 is the second term. 3 into 6 into 9 by 4 into 7 into 10 is the third term. It means this is increasing term by term. Means next term will be 12. Next term will be here. If you increment 3 will be there, the 13 will become. So now we should write a general term that is called nth term. Let us see if you continue the process, your nth term will be 3n here. If you put n is equal to 1 first term, n is equal to 2 second term, n is equal to 3 third term. Or else you can use the progression concept also. A plus n minus 1 into d is that concept. Into and so on. What happened here if you find out the nth term is nothing but 3n plus 1. Okay, if you put n is equal to 1 first term, you will get it, that is 4. N is equal to 2, 3 to the 6 plus 1, 7. This is the 3, 9 plus 1, 10. In this way, you will get the nth term. Is this point is clear?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Sir, here we are not taking this 3 by 4 plus 3.6 by 4.7.
this is actually, you
Right.
see, we obtained the second term by increment of some term here. For the first term, we incremented with 6 and 7. Third term will be incremented by 9 and 10. It means the increment will be the product 3n will be. So no need to write the first, second term. We have to write the next possible term here.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now we notice here it is a improper fraction because the power of n is 1 here. Denominator also n means limit comparison test we cannot apply. We shall move on for finding un plus 1. It means we are applying the ratio test only. 3 into 6 into 9 and so on. 3n must be there. And if I want to get the un plus 1 the term, that is nothing but 3n plus 3. Just we have to replace n with n plus 1. Similar story for denominator also. 4 into 7 into 10 and so on. Its nth term will be 3n plus 1. And it's after the n 3n plus 1, the next term will be 3n plus 4. You can ask me the question if you don't understand how we are getting this 3n plus 4. Simply in the rough column, what to do here is I'll show you. How to do here is like that. Simply we multiply this 3n and 3 ones are 3 plus 1 is 4. That's 3n plus 4. Now un by un plus 1, after getting that, we have to go for their ratio, that is un by un plus 1 value. So we know that un value is 3 into 6 into 9, and this process will be continuing up to 3n. Denominator is 4 into 7 into 10. Ratio test, Rabi test, the relation between them is we cannot apply in the first step only ratio test, Rabi's test. We have to find out un by un plus 1 and we apply the limit. If test fails, then we apply Rabi's test. This is multiplied by second fraction will become reverse. 4 into 7 into 10 into 3n plus 1 into 3n plus 4. 3n plus 4
Sir,
whole.
one doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, since you told about proper and improper fractions,
Yeah.
how would we know in this question that we have to take un by un plus 1 instead of un by vn?
Vn we cannot take it now. Vn means highest power of
Because
n.
there's no n.
No,
Okay, okay, yes.
Vn means highest power of n from numerator, highest power of n denominator. But here it is not possible to take highest power now.
Because there's. Okay, sir.
Same power means it is improper. Improper fraction means
Yes, sir.
can only apply the ratio test. We are unable to choose Vn value. Right? The concept of this one is this only. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Up to 3n it is cancelled. Look at it is up to 3n plus 1 the terms are cancelled. So once if you notice we are getting only the terms un by un plus 1 value will be equal to here it is 3n plus 4 divided by 3n plus 3. Now take it n common here. Before applying the limit we have to take n common. We left with 3 plus 4 by n here. Similar story if I am taking n common from the denominator we are left with n plus 3 by n. This n again cancel. N and n cancel. Now we can apply the limit. Taking
Sir,
limit,
if we are taking n common, then it has to be
n common means
uh,
dividing with n.
3 plus 3 by n, no, sir.
Yes, 3.
un plus 1 should
This
be
one.
3 plus.
Yes, yes, sorry.
Yes, sir.
That's a writing mistake. 3 plus 3 by n. It's a writing mistake. Now n and n cancel it. Now apply the limit. Limit n tending to infinity. Un by un plus 1 value is equal to limit n tending to infinity 3 plus 4 by n. Denominator is 3 plus 3 by n. So once apply the limit, what answer we are getting? Can you tell me that? We are getting answer is 1. Right now? Because 4 by n is 0, 3 by n 0, 3 by 3 is 1. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. It means what do you say? Ratio test fails. And okay, therefore, what do you say?
Finite.
Ratio test fails. Finite value concept not there. Ratio test fails. Finite
Sir,
concept
finite concept only in un by vn, no,
limit
sir.
comparison test only.
Okay, sir. Okay,
That concept is limit comparison test only. Now, ratio test fails. We apply Rabe's test. Okay, we apply Rabe's test. So un by un plus 1 value, this is taken as equation number 1. Now look at you. Now the concept of Rabe's test introduced if ratio test fails. Un by un plus 1 value we have done here and we are getting our answer is 1. It means ratio test fails. It means what to do? We have to apply Rabe test. So to apply, we have to subtract minus 1 from un by un plus 1 and then multiplying with n and then taking limit and test. That work I am doing in the next page here. So now this step I am writing again. Un by un plus 1 value is equal to, we have this value will be, before taking in common, this step will be 3n plus 4 by 3n plus 3. 3n plus 4 by 3n plus 3. From this only we have to subtract minus 1 on both sides. From un by un plus 1 because we are applying Rabe's test concept minus 1. So what happened here is 3n plus 4 by 3n plus 3 minus 1. Now LCM will be taken here. 3n plus 3 will be our LCM. And what happened here is 3n plus 4 must be there. And you know that if you take the LCM, minus 3n minus 3 will get it here. 3n and 3n once again cancel. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 by 3n plus 3. It is the value of un by un plus 1 minus. So what to do here is multiplying n on both sides. Multiplying n here, multiplying n here. So then simplifying also. N must be there in the numerator. Denominator again take n common. We are getting 3 plus 3 by n. And now n and n cancel. Taking limit. Limit n tends to infinity. N times un by un plus 1 minus 1 value is equal to limit n tends to infinity 1 by 3 plus 3 by n. So once if you apply the limit, what we are getting? We are getting 1 by 3, which is less than 1. So therefore, by Rabe's test, by Rabe's test, by Rabe's test, summation un less than means divergent. This is the end of this problem. I will give you the first page. You can see there any you had doubt, and then if you don't have any doubt, we can move to the next question.
No doubt, sir. We can move to next question.
This is your next page. So next question I'm moving now. Okay, see here the next question will be. Again, same question. Find the nature of the series. Yeah, test the convergence of the series. Summation n factorial whole square. This is very important question according to my point of view. N factorial whole square. N factorial whole square by 2n factorial. Because I saw this question so many times in question papers. And there are two different types of questions. One I am doing now. One this is the question. Actually, two bits are there in this question. X power n and one more is x power 2n. So choice is yours. I will give you the option. This is your first bit in this question. Second bit is the question will be slightly similar. This is the question. And I'm giving the choice to you. Which one you want, I will do it. N factorial by 2n factorial. N factorial whole square by 2n factorial into x to the power of 2n. There are two different questions here. And which one you want, let me do it.
Sir, X power n you do it, sir. X power 2 and I'll do and I'll send the PDF of it.
The difference now is 2 is there. 2n plus 2n. Okay. Let me
Yes,
do
sir.
it.
First one you tell, sir. Second one I will do.
Okay. Summation value itself is a un value. That is nothing but n factorial whole square by 2n factorial into x power n. Now see here, there are two reasons that we are not applying limit comparison test. The reason number one is x involved. X involved means there is a possibility that the test fails. So test fails concept is not there in limit comparison test. Even though if you see the statement also, summation un and summation vn are the series of positive terms such that limit n tends to infinity un by vn should be a finite value. Then their behaviors must be same. That's it. That is a statement. So no concept of test fails. When x involved, definitely test fails. Another reason not to apply limit comparison test will be factorial terms are not there in our limit comparison test. And third reason is, you see, it is again a improper fraction n power 1, n power 1. There are three reasons that we are not applying limit comparison test. We are moving to ratio test. Un plus 1 we find out. How to find out? N can be obtained by replacing n plus 1. So factorial must be there, factorial must be there. Even whole square will be there, whole square will be there. By 2n, in the next term is 2n plus 2 we get. 2n plus 2 factorial, and x, every n is replacing with n plus 1. So this is the step. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now find out un by un plus 1 value before applying the limit. So now look at n factorial whole square divided by 2n factorial into x power n multiplied by second fraction will become reverse. Means it is 2n plus 2 factorial divided by n plus 1 factorial whole square can be written as n plus 1 factorial for this term individually, n plus 1 factorial for this term also individually, and multiplied by x power n plus 1 can be written as x power n into x power 1. In the initial step, I want to cancel these two terms first of all, x power n cancelling with this x power n. Later on, for this and for this, I want to apply this formula. N factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. Even for this also, n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. But in the exam, don't put these arrows and write. Okay, that is only for your understanding purpose. I'm ready. Now next, continue. Because we don't want any factorial terms before applying the limit. That's what we are doing this step, and we are trying to cancel that. Definitely that will be cancelled. Now un by un plus 1 is equal to n factorial whole square by 2n factorial into x power n is already cancelled. Now assuming as n factorial this one, how to write n into, this is n, into n minus 1 factorial means 2n plus 2 minus 1 factorial divided by, apply this formula individually for this term and moreover for this term. So n into n means n plus 1 into n plus 1 minus 1 factorial. Similarly again n into n plus 1 minus 1 factorial into 1 by x is also there. Don't forget that is 1 by x. Now again, so many terms are cancelled. Look at, if you notice, what happened here is plus 1 minus 1 cancel. What's left here? N factorial left now. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that n
Yes, sir.
factorial cancelling with this square term. And plus 1 minus 1 here also cancel. N factorial left, that cancelling with this term.
Okay, sir.
This is
So
equal.
factorial can be cancelled by square.
Yeah, n factorial whole square means 2 times n factorial you will get. Here also denominator 2
Okay.
n factorial terms are left. That's what they are
Okay,
cancelled.
sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
1 by 2n factorial now because numerator is cancelled already into, from these two can we take 2 common, then we left with n plus 1 here, and if you simplify this we get 2n plus 1 factorial here. Denominator is n plus 1 and here n plus 1, that is nothing but n plus 1 whole square. If you don't want to write n plus 1 whole square, simply you can write n plus 1 into n plus 1 also, but don't forget 1 by x is also there. This term and this term also cancel. This is also equal to 1 by 2n factorial into 2, again assuming as n factorial, so this can be written as n into n minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 factorial divided by n plus 1 multiplied by 1 by x. What happened again is plus 1 minus 1 cancel. Leftover is 2n factorial cancelling with this 2n factorial.
Sir,
Finally,
one doubt, sir.
yes,
Sir,
yeah,
the above step I didn't understand, sir. Will you tell again?
this one, this one,
Yes, sir, that one, that step. Yes, sir.
yeah, this term again we assume as n factorial form, like this formula.
Yes, sir.
So n
So 2n
into
plus 1, it has to be again 2n plus 1 only, no, sir.
2n plus 1 minus 1.
Why, sir? Because it is factorial, is that is why.
I'll tell you. Actual formula is what? N factorial is equals to n into n minus 1 factorial. This is the formula, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
in place of n, we have our term is 2n plus 1 factorial actually. Then how to write here? N means 2n plus 1 value into n minus 1 means 2n
2n
plus
plus 1 minus 1.
1 factorial.
Whole
Like
square.
that is step
Yes,
I
sir.
wrote.
Understood. Understood.
And denominator is n plus 1 into x. Plus 1 minus 1 cancel. 2n factorial cancelling with this 2n factorial. So finally un by un plus 1 value. What we are getting? Look at this. 2 by, sorry, 2n plus 1 also there. 2 into 2n plus 1 by n plus 1 into x. Okay. Now taking n common because we are about to apply the limit. So before applying the limit, make sure that no nth term should be there. So let us take it n common. And if you want, you can call this one as the equation number 1. Next page I'm moving. Now un by un plus 1 value. Un by un plus 1 value is equals to that previous step will be, I'm writing again, 2 into 2n plus 1 by n plus 1 into x. Now from numerator and as well as from denominator, take it what common? N common. So tell me what happened if you take n common? N
2
common means,
plus 1 by n
yes, 2 plus 1 by n, correct?
by 1 plus 1 by n.
Very good. If you take n common, 1 plus 1 by n into
Yes.
x or 1 by x separately. Now apply the limit. Limit n tends to infinity, un by un plus 1, which is equal to 1 by x is a constant term. We can pull out of the limit or you can keep it there also, no problem. First cancelling these two terms. Even we can also take 2 also outside. 2 by x outside, 2 plus 1 by n into 1 plus 1 by n. So this term and this term will be cancelled. That is become 0. 2 left here and 2 one more here. It means aggregate we are getting 4 by x is our answer. So we can't say it is convergent. We can't say it is divergent. So better to write the statement by ratio test. We have done this type of question before also. If 4 by x is greater than 1, the meaning of this is take the reciprocal. X by 4 is less than 1. This implies that if you cross multiply, x is less than 4, then we say that it is convergent. Similarly, next statement of the ratio test will be 4 by x is less than 1, which means that x by 4 is greater than 1, which means that x is greater than 4, then divergent. One more line of this is when 4 by x is equal to 1. This implies that when x is equal to 4, test fails. When x is equal to 4, test fails. So what to do? Tell me now. You can also tell me when test fails. Where test fails? When x is equal to 4. So we see what happened when x is equal to 4. If x is equal to 4, where we have to put, this is very important question. Equation number 1 में substitute करना है यहाँ पर. If x is 4, we get, अच्छा, maximum student what mistake they are doing? See, they are putting the x value is 4 directly here. So again, this much of work they have to do it once again. Means you have to cancel the factorial. So instead of wasting our time and energy, better to put the x value here in this equation number 1. So यहाँ पर from a 4. So then what happened to un by un plus 1? This is actually same step here. It is also there. 2 times 2n plus 1 by n plus 1 into x. X value will be 4. 2 ones are 2 twos are cancelled. Un by un plus 1 is equals to 2n plus 1 here in the numerator left off. Denominator will be 2n plus 2 actually because we are multiplying. Okay. Now you see, if you apply the limit, ratio test fails. That's what we have to apply Rabi's test directly. Okay. See, if you take the limit n tends to infinity, can I tell you or you understand that it is test failed? बताऊं क्या? Ratio test already fail हो गया. तो अपन apply कर रहे Rabi's test. Un by un plus 1 minus 1 we are doing. 2n plus 1 by 2n plus 2 minus 1. And if you simplify, we get 2n plus 2. This is 2n plus 1 minus 2n minus 2. Again cancel it. It's 1 minus 2 is minus 1 by 2n plus 2. Now multiplying with n on both sides. And then finally take the limit. So now multiplying with n on both sides. Un by un plus 1 minus 1. So multiplying with n means numerator we get here is minus n. Denominator take n common. 2 plus 2 by n. Once again this n cancel it. Finally, we apply the last step of Rabi's test, that is limit n times un by un plus 1 minus 1. This is equal to limit n tending to infinity minus 1 by 2 plus 2 by n. So if you apply the limit, we get our answer is minus 1 by 2, which is less than 1. So by which test we have done this one? By Rabi's test, the series divergent. By Rabi's test, the series divergent when x is equal to 4. Hence, final step of this question. Hence, we have to connect our question with the previous one. Hence, the given series convergent. The given series convergent Kabora convergent. Here it already we have said when x is less than 4. If convergent for x is less than 4 and and divergent for ऑलरेडी अपन यहाँ पर लिखे थे ग्रेटर देन 4 में डाइवर्जेंट हो रहा बोल के और इक्वल टू 4 में भी डाइवर्जेंट हो गया इट मींस x is greater than or equal to 4. This question will be completed. और ये जो क्वेश्चन आया आपका इसके बाद वाला यहाँ पर कितना डिफरेंस आता पूरा का पूरा क्वेश्चन सेम हो जाएगा खाली यहाँ पर आप तो इधर आता देखिए कॉन्सेप्ट ये 4/x² आता तो सेम थिंग यू हैव टू राइट 4/x² ग्रेटर देन 1 4/x² लेस देन 1 x²/4 तो यहाँ पर आता आपको x² is equal to 4 means x value is plus or minus 2 but we should take only x is equal to plus 2 only why because we are talking about series of positive terms we are not considering negative terms that is the only difference you will get. This question is
Okay,
also
sir.
very very important starting से एक बार देख लो कहीं तो भी कुछ तो डिफिकल्टी दिख रहा तो बोलिए.
Sir, one doubt, sir. Near Rabi's test,
Yeah,
why are we multiplying n on both sides in Rabi's test?
that is the rule of the Rabi's statement. See this one. This is your statement. Un by un plus 1 minus 1 into n and then taking limit
Oh,
at
okay,
n.
sir.
This
Okay, sir.
statement itself
Okay.
says that we have to multiply.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
let me discuss one more small question of this one and then this we'll see. Okay, see this is another question will be examine the convergence or divergence of the question will be here summation 1 into 3 into 5 and so on 2n minus 1 divided by 2 into 4 into 6 and so on 2n into 2n plus 2 2n into 2n plus 2. This is our question. Now we need to give the answer of this question. Okay. Okay. And why I am choosing this question, that reason also I'll tell you. Particularly this why, like looking at a very simple question, why I am choosing this question. I'll show you solution. Summation value itself is a un value that is equals to 1 into 3 into 5 and so on 2n minus 1. Denominator is 2 into 4 into 6 and so on. And be careful that when you are writing now, if you don't consider 2n also, it's okay. You can also write it as its last term. Maybe it is possible that 7 is also involved here, 9 is also involved here. We need not to discuss here. It's the last term I want it. It's a general term I want it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you want to write 2n also, you can write. But question will be given in this way. So we find out un plus 1 here. 1 into 3 into 5 and so on. 2n minus 1 and its next term will be, if I am replacing n with n plus 1 in the rough column, I am getting that answer will be 2n plus 1 here divided by 2 into 4 into 6 and so on 2n plus 2 will be there and its next term will be 2n plus 4 here. Now next to un by un plus 1, we have to move 1. Un by un plus 1. So now taking the reciprocal and cancelling the term, that is 1 into 3 into 5 and so on to n minus 1 divided by 2 into 4 into 6 and so on to n plus 2 multiplied by 2 into 4 into 6 2n plus 2 into 2n plus 4 1 into 3 into 5 and so on to n minus 1 into 2n plus 1. Now look at how many terms are cancelled up to 2n minus 1 up to 2n plus 2 cancel. Un by un plus 1 is, we get what, 2n plus 4 by 2n plus 1. Now taking n common, 2 plus 4 by n, and similarly here also n common means 2 plus 1 by n. This two we have to cancel, and if you apply the limit, we are getting our answer is, okay, let me apply and show you. Limit n tends to infinity, un by un plus 1 is equals to limit n tends to infinity 2 plus 4 by n and 2 plus 1 by n. Look at, if you apply the limit, we are getting our answer is 1. That means ratio test fail. We apply Rabi's test. Okay, if you want to mention, then you can mention also, that is ratio test fails, we are applying the Rabi test. Rabi test, what's the difference? From un by un plus 1, we have to subtract 1. So that is, this is step. 2n plus 4 minus 2n minus 1 by 2n plus 1. Cancelling this term, 4 minus 1 is 3. And now according to the statement of Rabi's, that we have to multiplying n on both sides. So let us here also 4 minus 1 3 and multiplying with n. Denominator also similarly we are taking n common, 2 plus 1 by n. And again these two are cancelled, and if you apply the limit n tends to infinity n times un by un plus 1 minus 1 is equals to limit n tends to infinity. What happened here is 3 by 2 plus 1 by n. Now if you apply the limit, we are getting 3 by 2, which is 1.5, definitely greater than 1. So by Rabi's test, summation even conversion. Summation even conversion. I hope you are clear with these problems. Understand? Is that it clear? If your concept is more clear, then we stop Rabi's test. Otherwise, if you want it, we can have one more session in this Rabi's test. Otherwise, we can go
It
for
is
Cauchy's through test.
it is clear, sir.
So we can move to the Cauchy's through test for the next class. Okay? Okay, right?
Okay, sir.